What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly. What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh! It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that boar and my clothes exploded. Arcanum. Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up. Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy? Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch. Hey there, we're in Edithel, as always.
The fortress is in good shape. Last time I believe we were working on our veteran memorial hospital from the Serpent Wars. Yes. That's still going to take forever. We've got our temple here. Not looking too bad. And then I think we might do like a giant dining hall and then put the noble bedrooms off to the side of it. So this becomes like an industrial quarter because we'll decommission this, and we can probably decommission this kitchenette as well. I don't know what we'd turn it into, because then it's just like a weird blob underground. I guess it's also the service entrance to the crack den, which is walled off actually. Oh, who's this? Nish Oltar. Did I engrave you last time? Nish Oltar. Perfect. Yeah, I think the main concern for the fortress right now is FPS death. I think we may actually be under 20 sometimes. Very scary. Now this I noticed, the Siege Workshop. I was poking around the fortress before we started. Noticed the Siege Workshop is kind of sitting idle. We'll want to deal with that. Ballista parts. Make ballista parts every day. And then I also need bronze ballista arrowheads. And we do that forever. And then, bronze ballista arrows. Forever, and I really hope those stack, because if they don't stack, that'll be a bit of a storage issue. How's the horde folding up? How's the fort holding up? It's good. I mean, again, the fortress is like hyper secure right now because we don't allow anything from the caverns in. But once our ballista industry, well, it's more of a micro industry. Once that's further along, we can finally uncork this and make an entrance to the surface right here. We have it all mapped out. So people will have to walk through our little buzzsaw tunnel if they want, and they can't just waddle through the merchant's gate. Man, my left click is not being very kind to me the last couple Dwarf Fortress streams, I've noticed. Some light dumping to be done, apparently. We're at 83 people, so dump projects are a lot easier to manage. People don't fall over each other on the entrance stairwell. That's a good observation. And we haven't even begun construction on that, so that's easy to fit in. I like it. Oh, this is where the action was, apparently. The boulders can honestly stay. I don't give a shit about those. I just like to tidy up the body parts so the merchants aren't made comfortable. I'm not 100% sure. The wagons might not be able to go over those boulders, which would be a big problem, but I don't think that's true. If it is, we can just use DF hack for a big dump job and just auto-destroy all the boulders. But I'm not 100% sure on the current state of the game, but I think it just says the wagons bypass your site because they can't fit in. And we're just not receiving any wagons, which is weird because we're classified as a county right now. Well, yes and no. Oh, we didn't finish the road last time. We've been made a county like 3 times, so I think the county designation might be failing because I don't have a count. And I'm a little tempted to see if I can somehow DF hack that. Who's this? A petition for a... Yeah, we already have enough performance troops that have been granted citizenship, so that's a no. A 2x2 stairwell will be a lot easier to accommodate. You're not wrong. I basically just want the actual entrance on the surface to look a little nice. And we can do that. It's hard. It's very hilly. It's hard to find a nice staging area. This is kind of okay. Just looking for a nice bit of terrain that's it's very hilly. There's no there's actually a bit of a step up here, which is nice. We can do it like this. Actually, this might be in a lake when we get down there. That could be awkward. It is in a lake. Pretty much needs to be like here. What happens if I dig up to the surface from here? That's certainly not the best, but the trick here would be to just, I'll show you what we'll do is we'll do this. Yeah, we'll dig all the way down and then just not open it up. Then up at the top, which means up at the top we can start to design the entrance. And it'll pretty much just be like a recessed pit with like a wall around it. This. There's a lot of work to be done on the surface. The road still needs to be constructed. We have to keep an eye out for where migrants come from and where, not merchants, but specifically the merchants from our homeland come from, and we have to expand this orthoclase road to give them room. Because there's a tiny chance, even though I said that it should be opening that... Now, man, that is some flat land for the entrance. That should be that person being put to rest? Yes, that is just a beautiful flat piece of terrain for an entrance compound. But I think this is also a lake. It's not. This actually goes to our obsidian murder prison. That's nice. If you really wanted to, which you actually couldn't, because this is the edge of the map, I think, so people would behave oddly. But we could have another entrance compound over here, and this is like a much longer, shittier meandering path that guys would have to come through. But I don't think we need to do that. A diorite bed, I forgot about that. Elf Coffin Ghoul is visiting. Weather is cleared. Some more lambs. Ghostly wrestlers put to rest. A wrestling wrestler. And then what would I make the entrance compound out of? Probably obsidian. Obsidian's like our our national stone because we live in the volcano. I forgot to grab a drink before I started, though. So I'm going to hope this place doesn't burn down while I'm gone. Who just left a sock here without throwing it away? I've learned a lot about Dwarf Fortress on this fort, but we still haven't solved the mystery of how to make people effectively throw away their old socks. Got some marble blocks, which is nice, because I do like to, even though probably engraving the whole fortress is better for our value, I do like the marble flooring here, especially in the old fortress. The craftsman's wing. This is like the administration wing. And then down here we've got like the natural resources, and the tavern and the library. This is like the visitors district. I also really like it. I just realized that this administrative ring, we finally ring the volcano now, so we live up to our name of Late Rings. Better late than never. What do we have here? Another petition? Yep, deny. I've already got enough non-dwarfs. Especially because when they're just applying for citizenship as a long-term resident, I can't boss them around. They're just playing songs. Eating my food and shit. Food and drinks under control. Everyone's dumping the things from that ramp like I told them to. That's probably slowing down the construction on the entrance tower. I'm a little concerned just because if the fighting breaks out right at the stairwell, people may dodge into the water and drown. But it wouldn't be the first dwarf I got killed. Oh, we have to remember to make a stockpile of boulders here, so that people coming to the fortress walk slowly. Where are my siege engineers? Siege Corps. There's 3 of you. Novice siege operator. A professional siege operator. Excellent work, Tobal. I also need these guys on the pump for strength training. Alright, boulders are being hauled to the catapult training range. That's gonna take fucking forever, unfortunately, because they need wheelbarrows. Actually, I'm going to change it to have 1 wheelbarrow. And it's actually supposed to have a couple wheelbarrows, so let's get some wheelbarrow work orders in. Just a single work order for 10. That is a man's nose. It's probably okay. Sound like a tie hooker bit it off. Never dealt with those silver statues, did I? Let's unmelt. We'll just make a statue garden, because we do have some, we have some nonsense rooms that have been freed up now. This room doesn't make any sense once we move all these tables over to the administrative wing. This hospital doesn't do anything anymore. These temples can stay, because people want to pray near where they work. This is like a leftover nobleman bed. I think this was the Baron's home, and this was supposed to be the mayor's home, but then the Baron died, so now it's just, I don't know. Children can play touch the cobweb in there. Make sure my army's not training. Because there's no barracks for them right now. So they might get a little rusty at axe dwarfing in the meantime, but... And I think I said we were going to make the temple all gold. Gold statues as well. Gold statues of dwarves, preferably. All kids love to play touch the cobweb. Dwarven children especially. It's a cave thing. So I'm just going to make this out of basalt. stone, specifically. So they'll fill that up because you move slower over boulders. So if it's filled with boulders, the attackers will take forever. Unfortunately, friendly people will also take forever to come and go, but they should only be really going into the cavern for special situations. It shouldn't be part of their everyday lives. Got some booby traps. These things fucking take forever to build, unfortunately, so that's going to soak up a lot of manpower. I'm going to keep building because the game's been relaunched. Who's that setting? I wish I could just like shift or control click to make all 10 discs quickly. Hey, Mummer. There we go. Another 2 columns of traps. It's a lot of traps. Like I'm a little curious if we even have to have an active defense. Well, the ballista is technically active defense, but the trap is passive defense, and that should just shred most things. Or at very least, terribly cripple the siege so that it'll be like 3 goblins survive. But yeah, there's a lot of outstanding labor jobs that need to be filled, so I think I am going to step away and grab that drink. And when I come back, I'm going to double check our food work orders, because our food supply is dwindling, but that's because we don't want a surplus of things, because more things on the map affects the FPS, apparently. But I'll be back in a second. Nobody dead while I was gone? Perfect. I am looking forward to once the food drops below the threshold, then we can start milking these sheep and making fancier meals. So that would be probably an egg mushroom omelet with cheese, I guess, would be the 3 ingredients. Well, sorry, the eggs, obviously part of the omelet, but yes, it would be the turkey eggs, which I hope I didn't kill off all the turkeys. What the fuck? 10 years old, 23 children. That's fine. Normally, if I recall, in Dwarf Fortress, creatures are named when they kill things, and this goblin has a name. Sorry, this turkey gobbler. What is it killed? Military. Kills. It's killed some other turkeys. Alright, so there's some Lord of the Flies shit going on down there. I can't make omelets if my turkeys kill each other. What the hell happened? Strays. Oh, maybe they're not considered residents. Well, they are. Huh. There's dude and dudette turkeys in there. I'm not sure why there's no eggs. But yeah, we want a lot of turkeys because then we use the turkey egg with cheese with mushroom, and that should be a 3-ingredient food item, which should be very filling, and it should make them quite happy to eat it. I'd eat a mushroom omelet with cheese. I'd eat a mushroom omelet with cheese before I drink turnip wine. That's what I'll say about NFL. We just have to make sure people aren't making things out of basalt so the stockpile stays full. Yeah, I want to say like a tantrum dwarf got in here or like a goblin got in here once, but I'm not sure how that made the turkey sterile. They lay the most eggs. They lay 12 eggs. Having both genders of turkey allows them to breed them fairly quickly, though frame rate can be negatively impacted by plentiful pathing poults. As with the other tame animals, if many turkeys are confined in a small area, they can become overcrowded and start fights. Okay. Since poults need no food and are generally useless until they mature, they're best caged, where they can't eat FPS by attempting pathing until they're ready for egg laying or slaughter. Putting a couple in a cage in a dining hall gives dwarves who like the turkeys happy thoughts. Man, I love turkeys. I'm not sure how to put something in a cage, willingly. I guess you just build a cage and assign all the baby turkeys to it? So let's expand this, because apparently, yeah, turkeys can get a little overcrowded and start murdering each other. And then we can make a bunch of nest boxes. What are their personalities? Fuck these no-name ones. I want to see what the legendary turkey thinks about life. He has a very good feel for social relationships and a natural ability with music, good intellect, but he has poor empathy, a really bad memory, and lousy intuition. He's generally unhindered by the thoughts of others concerning his actions, because he's a legendary turkey. He's greatly pleased by his own looks and accomplishments. He's generally confident of his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. He tends to avoid any physical confrontations, and he works to square this natural tendency with his respect of martial prowess. He's stubborn, he enjoys the company of other turkeys, he has a calm demeanor, and he tends to be a little tight with resources when working on projects, like, I don't know, banging lady turkeys? He's quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. He tries to keep things orderly. Preferences? Like others in his culture, he holds craftsmanship to be the highest ideals. It seems like he's defaulting to a dwarf personality. Or maybe that's because I embarked with him. And then over here is where we'll just put a little nook, and I should be able to install a cage there and then just assign all the baby turkeys to the cage. Yeah, we'll fill this out with nest boxes. Hey there, I could even buy a bunch of turkeys for the next caravan. That might encourage them to bring even more cages and wagons and oxen. What happened here? I'm sure it's fine. The good thing, too, is I don't have to be as careful. I really just have to dump goblins now that we have an actual cemetery. Although we are shy on sarcophagi and statues, aren't we? I fucking forgot about the combo breaker toad. Alright. I'm not sure if we'll have time. I'd really like to get the entrance done, but we might start work on the new dining hall today. And I have spare cages, so once we get that dug out, we can put the baby turkey nursery there. And then, I don't know what we'll do here. It's 4 rows. We'll do 60 nest boxes. That should be enough to fill that out. I don't think the turkeys actually have needs and moods, but we could engrave the whole place to cheer them up, but then they just might turkey poop on someone's face. Those traps are going to take forever. They are starting to... Actually, I think these boulders were already here, so they're not filling up that stockpile just yet. And I have no fucking idea where the siege engineer dicked off to. What time is it? It's autumn, so we're not going to get any more migrants until spring. I really do want to get this. Uh-oh. Oh, right, there's a vampire afoot. I forgot all about that. Man, I think he was good, too. Cattle Zegmist was one of my better scholars. In the library? How could you suck him off in the library? There's like half a dozen people in there at all times. Alright, someone... Okay. Might be you. Most generally, people in my town shouldn't be thirsty. But you're not good at anything. The axe dwarf. Man, how do we catch a vampire? I normally do it with therapists because they can't lie to therapists. Identification. Visually in Steam, vampires have unnatural looking green skin. Oh, that's... Vampires aren't smart enough to deliberately conceal their appearance, but since they often have strong military skills, an inexperienced player may immediately put the vampire in a military squad, inadvertently concealing their appearance with armor. Should a concealed dwarf be a suspected vampire, they can be stripped naked by being put in a military squad and issued a minimal or empty uniform set to replace clothing. Well, that's apparently easy. I just need to look for green ones. Hope they haven't sired anybody. I don't have a justice system is the problem, so we can't do any vampire investigation here. Christ. He might be a goblin, though. I doubt it, though, because the goblin dancers have been living here for quite a few years now. Do any of these guys look green to you? I don't think I drafted the new guys. Obviously, there are guys in the army, but they've been around since the Serpent Wars. Thoughts and preferences. And there might be... Yeah, that's right. There's a couple vampires that have visited us, too. Others... Human, because I think we've definitely had a vampire visitor before. Representative. Maybe this dude who's got a helmet on. He's a adequate milker. Weird thing to brag about. I don't know how to choke a chicken. Okay. A dwarf who is suddenly pale. They were most likely found being fed upon, but they survived. Drained with blood or more common, a vampire fed upon them and killed them, and their body was discovered. These dwarves should be buried well and speedily, lest an axe, crazy ghost, or rush to their death. Dwarves inexplicably going missing from one of them. There's a good number of indicators of vampire. The more points a dwarf hits, the more they are indeed a vampire. Difficult vampires to identify the young ones, as they have not had time to build up the indicators. When using the premium version graphics, it gives vampires distinct bluish-white skin. This is tricky because the undead are welcome in my fortress, so vampires blend in a little more. Vampires tend to be high in multiple social skills, one military skill, and at least one domestic skill. The biggest indicator of vampires in this version is that they will almost always have more skills at novice or better than any of the other dwarves. If your new hunter is also a milker, shearer, farmer, tamer, carpenter, stonecrafter, furnace operator, soap maker, fisher, dwarf, fish cleaner, fish dissector, they're a vampire. They also tend to have very long lists of group associations on the order of dozens. Many, many, many children, none of whom are present in the fortress in stark contrast to their spouses. Children and siblings who most dwarves will share their home with. If they're married to a dwarf that isn't in the fortress, that's strong evidence. Personality can be scrutinized. Their biographies may indicate they have the appearance of somebody who's X years old. That's a very good indicator of a vampire in many cases where they have too many children. As vampires don't eat, sleep, or drink, they'll never have recent thoughts about meals, drinks, beds, dining rooms, or chairs. If alcohol is available, it makes an excellent distinguishing mark. However, tavern keepers may give vampire alcohol, which they will then drink. Oh. Oh, if you were unfortunate enough to have a dwarf die to a vampire, the culprit might have the thought, took joy in slaughter lately. There are two normal ways to be absolutely sure a dwarf is a vampire. The first is to catch them in the act. What's the second one? The second is to have a dwarf witness the event. Oh, those don't help me. Vampires will often accuse an innocent dwarf of their murders. Well, that could cause trouble with the interrogations. I mean, yeah, I can. One of the cheap ways is DF Hack can do curse check, which tells me where everybody is. One good way, this is a terrible plan, by the way, is the vampire might replace our mayor because they have too many social skills. But yeah, if we don't, so yeah, we don't have to kick him out. We could use him. We can trap him somewhere. He can be the accountant. Once you have a sealed vampire, your fortress becomes eternal, since the vampire can't be killed. Ghosts could get him. Yeah, a lot of people recommend making your vampire the bookkeeper or manager. But yeah, I think the problem with the manager is they can not do their job quickly. Problem with lever pulling is they won't do it right away. They could also tantrum and break the lever. I don't think we're gonna go with a vampire resident, just because I don't want to make a complicated thing that like gives him clothes and shit to keep him happy. 3 children. Thirsty but no children. What about thoughts? Well, she remembered sleeping, so it's not her. Bunch of dabbling. Oh. 70 years old, but no children. Any military kills? No. It's not him, because he's been in the fortress for ages. I'm not sure who it is, and I don't really want to play Guess Who for 3 hours. Will it show up in the Justice? Murder of this guy? I could just interrogate without anything, huh? No, never mind. That's probably going to schedule someone from the Fortress Guard to interrogate. We'll just hope he doesn't kill too many people. The fortress is a pretty jumping place, so. That's traps. Should be making bronze. Let's double check this. Yeah, we make food when we get low on food. We make food when there's meat. We always make booze. We make the hospital equipment. We make clothes. I think I killed all the military ones. Yes, we're not making any armor right now because there's a surplus. We always have to grab sand for discs because that's our main defense right now. The gold scroll rollers might be locked up because I'm out of, I'm either out of gold or we have enough scroll rollers. Based on the fact that this gold statue one isn't making any progress, I'm going to say that that's the problem. So I'm going to say forge gold from gold nuggets. Smelting gold. Every day. Try to do 20 if you can. And use 4 shops, because we speculate that they will craft in parallel if we increase the amount of shops. Guess as long as the necromancer doesn't see the vampire victims. Man, do you think if the necromancer revived a vampire victim, he could testify against who drank his blood? That would be wacky. What a justice system that would be. Some charcoal. We can probably discontinue, well, we can probably just incorporate that into like a craftsman's apartment complex. Get some of my better craftsmen some nice rooms, because right now they live in the coffin motel, which is enough to satisfy them, but... We might actually begin having overcrowding problems, if we don't have the army sleeping in the barracks. How much room would I lose if I walled this in? Just for decorative value. Where's the andesite? How is andesite all the way down here now? Well, now there's no andesite. You fucking tricked me. I don't want to do it out of diorite. Maybe I've been... No, that's not right, because there was a huge pile of andesite that was eligible for. What the fuck? There's 91 andesite somewhere. Where the hell is it? But this guy can't reach the andesite. Don't they? Yes, he can. What the fuck? There it is. We're just leaving a little gap so dwarves can get the corners. And then I think there's still enough room for them to train and live in there. Maybe. This would be the armory. Actually... yeah, I think we can make that work. So this is I have like a little trading floor here for demonstrations. The bunk beds can be here, and then in here is where we call the cabinets, and then a little stockpile that holds armored weapons for them. Whatever came of our little surface entrance? Looks like they haven't begun work on it, because it should be, it's drawn out, but I don't see it on the mini-map. The fuck is it? Oh, okay. They've done. Oh, I see. The way I carved it out, they haven't begun the stairs yet. That's fine. One militia captain's depressed. That's always a little dangerous. Winter's here. This hospital's gonna be worth a bundle. Hospital alone might be worth more than the entire fucking fortress if these are masterpiece engravings. And then we need to engrave the temple. How are these guys coming along, by the way? Engravers. Professional, competent, adequate. I like professional, I don't like adequate. And then how's the siege corps going? Professional siege operator, adequate, novice. Pumping needs some work. Well, the thing is you can be very good at working the pump, but you could still be a little weak. But we'll see. Yes, another one you could do is you could make sure everyone in your army is assigned to be a pump operator, so they would just always work the pumps when they're off duty. Alright, so that's the armory carved out. We just need these andesite walls built. Okay. We're right at 20 FPS. Let's check our stocks. I don't think we're going to get a lot of FPS from doing this, although it's fun to pretend. If I was smart, I'd be smelting these, but metal-wise, the fortress is in really good shape, so... I have 36 ballista arrows, just the dude's not going to work to put them together. Oh, it looks like the arrow itself The arrowhead doesn't have any quality. It must be when it's assembled. Still waiting on a 6th piece for our second ballista. We can dump the others, though. I don't know where that mudstone came from, but I want it gone. I know this marble set for destruction, though. What the world? I must have done that by accident. Bunch of the glass is also flagged. Odd. Body parts, I want these fucking gone. Oh, I see. The bones. We need those for mood, so don't dump those. And then I won't dump, these are inside the catapult, that's why they're there. I won't dump stones, we'll do that by hand. It's just these, like, little bits and pieces everywhere that might be contributing to, some problems. Yeah, there are 2,600 rocks on this map, one form or another. Ah, I can get the, cave spider silk, though. All 1,900 of them. Okay, and then we have to remember to put it in cursor mode. $20.89 gone. So a little bit of tidying up. This guy's finally building things for us. Oh, he's assembling the arrows after I commented on it. It is actually the ballistas themselves I'd like you to make first, but... So yeah, there is a stray vampire somewhere in our base, but I'll fucking take that over the Serpent Man Wars. Holy shit. It's a walk in the park compared to the Serpent Man Wars. 30 poor bastards clinging on for dear life for the better part of a decade. It was a feedback loop too, because there were so many Serpent Men. New dwarves wouldn't move in. So it stayed difficult to keep the fortress running. I think it's going to take the entire stream to upgrade that hospital. Maybe not. We're kind of making some decent time. Christ, I keep saying we need gold, we need to dig for gold, and I keep fucking hitting gold veins inside the fortress, and I don't like to dig veins inside the fortress proper. Like, look at this, is a giant vein right here above the dam. I mean, we could just strip that, I suppose, couldn't we? Maybe I can't even just construct a ramp. I assume it should know that it's a ramp going up. We're lucky. What else is there? Gold? There's some gold down here. Well, we can auto mine this. Actually, let's not, just in case the vein goes off the map. It would have to go pretty far to go off the map. And then we can just wall it off anyways. So that'll be my hubris for the day. Yeah, there's a couple gold veins just inside my borders here, which is nice. There's even more out here, I'd wager. Yeah, there's some. Pretty decent gold veins right by the entrance, too. Nice and dangerous. The good thing is because we've discontinued this mining ramp, we can actually use this as for... Oh, sorry, it was a merchant's ramp, and we can use it for mining now. So if we see any interesting veins, which I normally ignored, like here, hot dog. Hot dog. Yeah, this fucking volcano's made out of gold. That's why we try to use it whenever we can. Even that, because I think we get 4 bars from 1 nugget, so... I think our miners also have a chance to crack 1 nugget plus from a tile, so... I think this orthoclase road is going to take forever because they have to haul so many boulders. And then we want to replace these ramps with orthoclase ramps so the road looks consistent. I can never find these goddamn stairs when I'm at the top. I have to always come from the bottom. There they are. Oh, they are starting on them. Wonderful. I fucked up the ramp, though. I ramped from below when I meant to ramp from above. To channel all this shit away. But that's just for decoration. That's just for decoration. As long as those stairs are dug and people can get down to the cabins, whatever. Look at all this gold. Just lining the walls of the mushroom forest. Off to the ballista factory. I like it. This keeps making arrows. I'm going to put the arrows on hold because I need the actual ballistas done. I'm not trying to actually pause it. But we can just do it. Assemble arrow if there's less than 10 arrows. But there isn't 10 arrows, but he'll eventually stop doing that. Catapults loaded. Oh, someone's working out. 81 years young. The dabbling pump operator. See, it's a civilian task, but it's considered a military labor. Because he doesn't get drafted to operate it. Professional siege operator, though, he should load and shoot that pretty quick. So, like, worst case scenario, just he could man the ballista at the entrance, but I still want the 3 ballistas for max coverage, so... we get better drift because one in the middle it'll have to veer to the left or right to kill goblins. Dookie. Yeah, that armory's almost full. So what is that? 15? 15 plus crates. Now, are these holding clothes or just armor? Just armor. There's a lot of copper shit we could probably smelt. And iron, because we're going to skip from iron up to steel. Some copper picks. Oh, they're keeping the discs here. Interesting. What you'd actually want to do, you'd want to store the discs over here to replace the traps. What's an elegant place I could place them, though? I mean, just in this armory. Problem solved. Just in that armory. The andesite walls are being built. Plenty of gold over here, too. This is certainly not the safest expedition, but it's not unreasonable to get over here. I'd have to engineer the entrance a little bit. See, this is the edge of the world right here, so there's actually no room. We can't slide by the entrance. So the best you could do is... get over here too, though. Man, look at all that gold. Gold might be the downfall of this fortress. You have some pretty greedy offshoots, and have the miners leaving the safety of the fort. Because remember, I like to mine inside our borders, so the miners are never in danger. Because the second you have people leaving to haul or leaving to perform other tasks, is when you get troubles. Like famously, we have that hatch to the deep caverns that we had to seal because people were just running down there to like pick up crundle bones to throw away or something. And then when someone down there died, people would want to run in and grab his socks to throw away. Oh, it's just a terrible cycle. These poor dwarves. I think a lot of my dwarfs are very weak. But I have them all hauling rocks. How's my import-export looking? We're quite... I feel we've exported a lot. I've exported at least 122,000. And it's weird. I don't know why the bookkeeper... Maybe it's the broker. Like, the broker is... he needs to be high level so you could estimate this properly, because my created wealth is accurate, but my export is an estimate. I feel I've sent out... Well, we can only export so much because they can't carry it. I haven't really figured out something lightweight and valuable. Gems, but then we have to... Oh, let's set up a work order, by the way. That'll be a fun one. Cut gems as long as there's 10 raw gems to spare for strange moves. Why didn't I think of that? Cut gems as long as the gem ref gems is greater than 10. Look at that. It even knew. I've said this before, but probably my favorite part of Premium is the suggested conditions are just almost always what you want. So we'll cut gems ad nauseum until we run low, and then we keep a few spare for strange moves. Because gems are relatively lightweight. Which is weird. You'd think a gold goblet would be less, but there's been some pretty fucking heavy gold goblets over the years. God damn, there's gold here too. Like I said, I don't like to fuck with the architecture of my base if I hit a vein, which sucks because we've hit multiple gold and iron veins inside the fort. They are starting to fill this up, though. This is getting a little organized. Andesite walls. I won't make the floor of the andesite, but... And yeah, once we get the armory moved down here... Is there a way to copy stockpile settings? That'll be a godsend. Oh well. Definitely for sure we take trap components. I think discs might, yeah, they're considered trap components. Perfect. Well, only usables. Any quality? And then what do I have at the other one for armor? Trap components. We have everything except it. And then for armor, everything but unusable armor. Oh, that was easy. And then we just decommission the old stockpile. Bins a bunch. Should eventually get hauled over here, which will make the glass disc setup way quicker. The only downside now is the guys that make the discs have to haul them all the way over here, but I see some serpent people are fighting down below. I think that's in the deep caverns. More room for the entrance tower. Human paper maker death corpse. It's interesting to see the humble professions the undead take up on this planet. Because it's just a commonplace state of your existence. Quite a few quivers here that I'm looking forward to storing. I just don't fucking know what a quiver is for the purposes of the stockpile setup. Man, there's gold down here too? That's tempting. But be strong, me. Alright, so we've got the walls of our barrack built. Now, do I want to engrave the floor to make the soldiers happy, or do I want to make it just solid gold for decadence? And because I want them training almost incessantly, I think I do want it on all engravings. So I think they'll have steel doors, because it's supposed to be a secure part of the fortress. The armory especially would have steel doors. And then maybe even the barracks entrance. And then our army's shaping up to be a little tinier than it was before, so maybe 4 squads of 40 dwarves. And then what is it? A fifth or a tenth of your dwarves are going to sleep at the exact same time, so that would be 10 beds, probably. Can I fit 10? Did I make it 5 high? Only 4. But this is 10, so we can go 10 with 10 foot lockers. And then they train here. I think that'll look nice. Black zircon. Masterpiece ballista parts again. Awesome. That's our second ballista. That ballista room is going to look so fucking gaudy, though. I'm not even sure how effective the 3 ballistas are as the thing. No, wait. I think a ballista has a very high chance to go through fortifications, is why the setup works. Because I know a crossbow dwarf, if you're not sitting right next to a fortification, it will miss. But I think a ballista ignores that fact, because I saw a video of a guy who had way too many fortifications, and this ballista arrow just drifted pretty wildly, like maximum variation, like 30 degrees, and it just went through a fortification and killed a bunch of dwarves. Destroy that stockpile. Depression. Not the best, but I wonder why he called it quits. It's also... No, wait, they are starting to move things over. Perfect. There's the armor. Yeah, we can probably smelt all this iron armor to bismuth bronze, too. Let's just make sure. I mean, copper as well. Copper's junk. I think X means it's broken, so we'll go X. It's always so hard to visualize this shit. Ballista. And the final one goes here. And I think when they're this close together, the variance on the shot can't wing the guy next to you, but it might. And then we build fortifications so people don't fuck around in front of the ballistas. And then, yeah, wood ballista bolts won't do anything, but bronze ballista bolts should be pretty decent. Some basalt that needs to be hauled here to the obstacle course. Iron, of course, is nicer than bronze, but I think my armors can make a nicer shit than this. Especially, well, it's a little tricky, but if I wanted to be really decadent, we could just keep going through and smelting it down when I see the quality's unacceptable. Bronze, keep the shields. X means it's broken and worthless. Copper. Someone's leather pants from the nightclub are there. Boot. So unfortunately, an engraved job would mean that this room is going to be finished for a long time because they're busy with the hospital. Making good time. Jesus Christ, it's still only early winter. We're at 17 FPS right now. I'm getting very concerned. Very concerned that it's going to be FPS that kills this fortress, and that's a real shame. Just nothing really stands out to me as a disaster in this fortress for the frame rate. It might just be the caverns. Maybe I shouldn't have opened up all the caverns. Like I said last time, that's why I'm looking forward to an above-ground fortress, because we'll just never pop the caverns. So the only things being calculated should be things on the surface. And things like down in the mines are dwarves, but that won't be the cavern, though. That'll just be stone we've hit. That'll be tricky, though. We're going to have to be careful with that embark, because we'll have to embark near a river. Because no cavern means no drinking water. Because that's, I guess that's how they encourage you to go to the caverns. Is if your map doesn't need water, because the cavern will always have water on it somewhere. There's a lot of dead trogs. I wonder what the fuck got them. Maybe the elk birds? Because these guys have sort of taken over this cavern there now that the serpents are gone. We might have to time stream. I think we'll time stream, because I don't think time stream is unrecommended. Keeps your game running as responsibly as it did. Force get the same left up for game pay. But game days go by faster. I'm okay with that. So yeah, we'll just go timestream -s units. Should speed things up. Unfortunately, I don't think it's reflected in the FPS readout. I can't remember if I've ever done it. I think I have done time stream on one of the streams, and then it resets when you relaunch the game. So we're going to do a backup save just in case it corrupts everything, which would be a terrible way to lose NFL. What am I doing? We don't want to do it on Fart 2. Hang on. This is time fart. So if this corrupts the save, we can roll back to time fart. Okay, we're going to set the simulation to 100 FPS, so they'll get less done per day, but time should go by quicker. Which just will speed up caravans and migrant waves, and maybe even sieges, but the actual combat when they're on the map should stay the same, right? Dash units. Okay, it is simulating. Look at them go! Because, yeah, it's fine they take a long time, it just sucks that it's like a season per stream. We've only been at it for an hour, actually. I think that's really the final frontier for Dwarf Fortress, is if they can ever address systemic FPS problems with simulating a fortress in a world, they will be in great shape. There's a lot of nice iron. Where am I getting this from? Maybe the goblins. Looks like a broken shield. Is there a creature there that I bought? Oh, right, there was like a llama or something that I just wanted the cage to lighten the caravan, right? Let's deal with that. So there's that alpaca I bought. Stray buffalo calf. Sorry, homie, you gotta go too. A random horse. I don't know who brought you. And then, where was that turkey cage we're gonna build? Cages can be used to contain an animal, and metal cages can be used by the justice system. That makes the people go crazy, but we could go with a cage-based justice jail. That could be interesting. It's a gold cage, so people will just be excited. Nope, there's people in that cage. We want an empty one. Copper it is. It's just for holding turkeys, but then the turkey tender could be excited to see a gold cage when he walks by. Alright, nest boxes. Furniture? Constructions. Cages, restraints? Well, now I'm just fucking flailing in the dark. What the fuck is a nest box? Oh no, it's probably farming. Yeah. No, well, it's still quite a few nest boxes. Got that cage installed yet, homies? I just want to make sure we can put animals in it manually. Who lives in this cage? I must designate a dungeon before this will be used for imprisonment. But I can. I can put animals in this. Perfect. So that's where we'll put all the baby turkeys. Animals have been killed. A masterpiece marbled nest box out of... Oh, no, not the marble, my man. That's for steel. I could fix that, but instead we're just going to let him do it. That turkey is a legendary turkey cannibal. He's allowed to have masterpiece nest boxes in his harem. And I'm going to step away and go to the bathroom here, because it looks like... simulation speed-up's holding for now, and just everyone's doing grunt work, so I'll be back. Alright, this place didn't burn down while I was gone. Love it. Oh, whoa! Another... Oh, that's... I thought it was 2 ballista parts. I mean, 1 ballista part's good, but... A masterpiece ballista arrow. The goblin that gets killed by that is going to be so excited as it pierces his skull. Man, that gold deposit really kept going, huh? We needed it. We'll just wall it off. So what is that? Ironically, basalt that I said we shouldn't use, but in this case we will. Oh, no, you don't. Because they might try to build it out of gold nuggets. Turns out I could have used nearest materials. It's a nice healthy collection of gold nuggets we should have, though, which would be under stone, I think. $143 gold nuggets. I think a nugget becomes 4. I believe for the most dramatic effect, the personality would be he felt euphoric after eating a bronze ballista arrow. I don't think you could look at people's... You have to look at his thoughts as it hits him, but before he dies. And I don't think that unit of measurement exists in Dwarf Fortress. He should die the millisecond it strikes him. But maybe I'm wrong. One thing I'll say is I kind of wish I had this shit back in the Serpent Man Wars, because we could probably hold off the Serpent Men with this. But with the caverns open, there's a chance we might trigger more ambushes, and then we'll have to see if the hallway protects us. Why do I have a large serrated steel disc? That must be left behind from a merchant caravan or something. I think I could just barely get one last in yet. There we go. And then I believe if I were to use giant steel discs, they'd be the deadliest, but I think you do have to replace the discs every now and then, and replacing that many steel discs would be pretty taxing on our steel industry. I struck native gold. Ooh, that's on the way down too. Fuck. I don't want people running around in there. I just want this to go down to the cavern. My guys are busy. They don't really get over there. We're down to 16 FPS now on the true calculation, but we are using time stream, so. If I was really rich, I could have used this to make a gold road, which I probably could afford, but I've already made it out of orthoclase. Let's start replacing these ramps just because there's plenty of room on the sides. There we go. Where the fuck are you going? Stored him in stockpile. What are you up to? Find some rocks when you were digging? Yeah, it must just be rocks. Alright, that's fine. Dwarf mercenary zombie. They're actually making really good work on that hospital. Orthoclase, which we need for the road. That's handy. Ooh, that's starting to fill up. I like that. Got a bunch of books. Denethel's becoming a pretty cool place to visit. Probably turn off the pumps. Even though my pump operators aren't at them right now, they're probably busy with other stuff. I don't want to get too distracted. Where'd the turkeys go? Vile Force of Darkness has arrived. That's okay. Just to make sure everybody's in the burrow. Activate the military. That's just the reservists, so they don't get too angry. They won't be helping fight. I think I left your barracks on. Yeah. Alright, so they'll grab their armor, report to the barracks. While it's happening, let's just see who our unwanted guests are. Should be stored here. There they come. Still more archers. What a weird goblin civilization we're at war with. They refuse to use melee weapons. There's not even a lot of them. Well, as always, because people were working on the new entrance, they might get caught out by the goblins, which would really suck. So I hope nobody got left behind. That's not even anything. I'll just wait till they're in the merchant ramp, and then we'll send the army in. Should only be another siege or so, and then we can start sending them through the disc hallway, and that'll be nice. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Even the legendary turkey went missing. I wonder what happened. Hope the fucking vampire didn't eat him. Yeah, now I have no turkey industry. That's a real shame. We'll have to request. The Goblin Dome is fighting my lie maker. Yeah, he was up top. That's a shame. Well, we're gonna lose a dude here, but that always... It's just fucking every time I send people to the surface on an engineering project, it's a fucking siege. Not even a huge fan of sending the army after snatchers because they always just fucking run. It's actually a lot of guys on the surface. Classic my luck. A hole in the ceiling there from when I chopped down that tree. We'll just have to hope the army prevails. Another sloppy organization on my part. The bulk of the town is safe, especially once I lock the tavern door here. And this door. I was gonna lock the homeboys in the library here. A gold statue of Obach Clenched Gaze. Or Glaze? Spring has sprung. Spring migrants will at least replace the couple of bozos that got caught out in the invasion. Yeah, the good thing is once we lock up the visitors district, they have to go through the cage maze. That'll always get them. Cavern dwellers. No one should be over there. They should be unable to get in. They're fucking blocking the new entrance too, son of a bitch. I'm not sure who riled them up. They should be able to path over there. God damn it, it's another fucking gargantuan serpent ambush, but I don't know who got him. You should not be able to path in here yet, right? Oh, looks like our first goblin snatcher got lured into the disc tunnel. Yeah, I'm terrified that they have a way in. Doesn't look like it. Just weird that you can trigger it even though you're not near it. That'll be an excellent test for the buzzsaw hallway, because it's going to have to eat up like 40 serpent men. Axe Lord is murdering some goblins, I hope. I hope. Maybe another wave of goblin invaders came. There's still a few of them not being dead. Some of them actually made it down, which is interesting. Oh, siege is over. There we go. So now we just have 3 snake ambushes at our border to, well, luckily we have time stream on, so it's going to make the game run shit, but we'll just continue to simulate at a decent speed. Those kill orders complete? Yeah. I'm going to take these guys off of concentrating, but I'm going to keep him on concentrating. Because he has no life. So we'll see. I'm curious what his skills are at. Sigan. He's the undead one. There he is. A legendary dodger. He's a grandmaster crossbowman. He's an expert fighter, competent axe dwarf. There's a lot of his skills are kind of shit. Might have trouble paying attention when he spars. A gold sarcophagus for the graveyard. I like that. Doesn't look like anyone died in that attack either. That's the one upside of these shitty archer goblins, which is copper. Bunch of overclays ramps. I think the problem is ramps don't always look like the material when it's a floor, so the ramps might stand out. But we did lift the siege before the migrants arrived. I like that. But things are going to get a little spicy when we finally crack open that entrance tunnel. Nobody's been buried yet, which is interesting. The resting place of this person. This person. I think we haven't found their bodies, maybe, so they're not interred, which is very bad. because that means that the graveyard is not nearly large enough. The bucket is full. It'll be interesting to see if the monster hunters stand a chance against the serpent then. With our gold bar supply, we can probably begin work on the temple flooring. Nope, I only have 6 gold. They're probably dumping it into the sarcophagi and statue work orders. That makes sense. Couple wounded. Oh, he was actually hurt in the attack. Legs got cut up a bit. We have competent medical staff. He'll be fine. No infections, oddly enough. Oh, right. Sorry. Fight's over, boys. Might have some miasma trouble. I suppose miasma is one of the things that you can suffer from with Time Stream. That's a lot of serpentmen, though. That's going to be something else. Look at them all. This time I'm ready for them. Well, yes and no. If they actually... Oh, there's the migrants. Migrants come from right here. That's not too bad, actually. That's kind of close. Well, not kind of close, but I don't have to do this big meandering road. I might be able to literally hit this road. Kind of can if we just carve through. I like it. So if you go through right here... It's about like 15 stories down, unfortunately, but... This one I would probably do a tunnel. Yeah, they come in through here. That's the elevation one? I think I can eyeball it from the mini-map. Yes. So it's a road, and then we get to the end, it's a stairwell. Uh-oh. Why is this a couple of floors tall? Solve itself right there. Okay. Stairs actually go here. Oh, that's why we don't do it this way. I'm having trouble getting it looking good. Well, here's what we'll do. There, that's the highway. That's the migrant highway. It's just dirt, but it will take a while to dig through. Only 85. We did not get a big wave, actually, this year. That's a little concerning. Unless more are coming. 86. Okay, more are coming. That'll be a bit of orthoclase, but we actually, well, kind of save some using the stairs so we don't have to do any wacky ramp shit. Gotta have this go off, and then we just need a road to accommodate the caravan, which kind of works because I think he comes from over here, so we can give him a tunnel. No, wait. Tunnels and wagons don't play nice, so we probably will build him an actual ramp with bridges and shit. That'll be a fun engineering project. Because as you saw today, goblins love attacking me when I'm fucking around on the surface. Well, this whole road's been suspended. There we go, that's why that one didn't get finished. Yeah, orthoclase ramps don't look like orthoclase roads at all. Maybe if I made it with blocks, it would have, but... And then, yeah, once the highway gets here, then we probably have the highway go from here. It's a fucking entrance complex. Actually, this is above ground. This shit'll all rot away. I don't care. There we go. Because we have the highway already, we want to incorporate into this to save elevation, I think, so... So we build it from this floor. 17 is where we would link up with the entrance tunnel. And there it is. Okay. That is actually just solid obsidian, so that's going to be a bit of work. Not the whole way, obviously. There's loam out here as well, but a good chunk of it's going to go through solid rock. There we go. Just a nice road going off the end of the map. I don't think anything accesses it from here, but it just looks nice. That'll take a while to dig through the migrant highway. To accommodate wagons, I might need to retrofit this to have a ramp. No, it's going up way too high, because if the merchants come here at like 17 or something, then we can just... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when they get here. Because there shouldn't be wagons this year, so that gives us a whole year to figure out the solution for that. Now, I'm concerned if they come from over here, because that's going to be a chore. We're just going to not accommodate caravans that come from there. We're going to accommodate caravans that come from the southwest, which I hope is my homeland. And then wagons don't need to use this road, so this can just be too wide. Right here, so... And then that's that highway. Actually, don't need to build a building at all. The Forgotten Beast Akon has come, a towering feathered mite. It has large mandibles and it belches and croaks. Its chartreuse feathers are fluffed out. Beware, it's fire. Yeah, not something I'm in a rush to fight. I hope you're in the deep caverns, homie. Minus 39. He is on my floor. He is at the main entrance. Son of a bitch. Well, hopefully he stirs up some shit with the Serpent Man. He is. Serpent Woman, Spearman, Right Fang, yep. So that's either gonna sort itself out one way or the other. He's gonna kill all the Serpent Men, or the Serpent Men are gonna wear him down, because he is just a giant mite. So the second he whiffs the fireball, now that really complicated our entrance construction plans, but something to look forward to, I suppose you could say. Wow, they fucking tore through that. Holy hell. Oh no! Oh, phew. Thought they somehow flattened the stairs, but I left that right there. Cave smoke, I think it should eventually dissipate, just, because that cave's pretty big. And I'll just wall this off. Oh, sealing that off too. Instructions. A wall of something. What's close? Day sight, sure. I mean, it could be obsidian blocks, but no. I don't feel like it. The road is gonna fucking take forever, though, just hauling up all this orthoclase. Again, it's all dirt, so they really made short work of this. This part is mountain, though. They're cutting through quartzite. Goblin Poet, a gold sarcophagus again. It says they're fighting, which is good. I'm seeing a few corpses, so the Forgotten Beast is not a fan of them being there. Thank fucking God I walled off my territory with that obsidian. Because he might actually be able to fly up. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think mites can fly. Those guys are going to go miasma on me soon. I missed that. That's going to be trouble in a couple days. This too. I got some real miasma troubles I didn't see. This is all goblets, right? Yep. Tavern Keeper will get you shit-faced. This barrel does not have any booze in it, though. That's a little concerning. Not much a tavern if he has to run all the way to the kitchen. Right, the people on the surface are busy and taking away from our dump jobs we need to tend to. Yeah, I think we might have miasma problem in the fortress shortly. He may have been defeated. Who's this? Tirist Ahmed. He may have lost. What was his name? Amok or something? Yeah, he lost. He either got scared off the map, or the Serpent Men actually beat him. His corpse would be somewhere, wouldn't it? So it'd be down here in the water somewhere. He probably just got stabbed. Yep, they got him. This is Akon's corpse. He just got fucking skewered by 20 snakes. Sorry, serpents. Snakes are different. Ooh. Yeah, they might actually give the disc hallway a run for its fucking money. The good thing is we can, I commented on this before, is we can use the library as a mustering point. Just have the whole army in the library lock these doors behind you. Better unlock those before people go crazy. Sorry, everybody. '93, actually. We got like 10 dwarves this month. Uh-oh. A human caravan has arrived. That's fine. I really don't like the caravans make the "a corpse has been found" noise. I suppose it's the corpse of socialism. That would explain why people were sleeping in the ballista hallway, too. Alright, how's this fucking... I was expecting these highways to be much more meandering, but it's... We managed to get some pretty straight shots. Wow, why did I do that? This doesn't need to bend at all. Could have just connected it here. Man, me, you idiot. Oh, wow. Wouldn't be the first time I did something stupid. Just need these ramps, and then we can build our orthoclase highway here. We finished the nest boxes. Oh, another ghost. It's like he was waiting. Vabok Locum. Let's get that other homeboy buried. It's a good thing we finished that the cemetery, because the Hall of Heroes is starting to fill up here. It is now summer. Well, yeah, because the human caravan's here. Forgotten Beast Akon. Yeah, got fire-breathing might. I guess you would lose to a bunch of serpents hiding in the water. My one weakness, anti-fire, a royal treasure, that's the human. I might be able to request turkeys from the humans. Because they're jive turkeys? Caravan from Dur Tekid. I'm not in a huge rush to trade with them. I think I'm starting to run with crafts finally. I'm not sure if I finally consumed all my billing. Check bars. I did finally consume all my billings, so I don't have any new like economic crafts coming in. How much? I have 127 steel. We could probably begin making steel equipment for my army. 450 bronze for the arrows. What was Billin made out of? Oh, right, the vampire. Yeah, that probably won't come back to haunt me. Billin is made from silver and copper, which I have both of. Nope, I'm out of silver. Do we have silver nuggets? Or native silver, whatever. $39 silver nuggets. Every day. And then also I need billing every day. I think from ore makes a little bit more, but our ore is lopsided. And what do we have here? Ghost has been put to rest. Perfect. Merchants are unloading. This other guy needs to be slabbed up. Perfect. Solves me a real engineering question mark here, because I did want to make it like a little encased tower, but now we don't need to worry about that, so I can just cap this off and then call it a day. Well, it doesn't really matter. You can go all the way to the surface up there if you want, but generally you only come from the highway, hopefully. There's a child, merchants are unloading. Yeah, quite the serpent man. That's that's at least two forgotten beasts, because we had the goblins kill that one made out of garnet, and then the serpent man just now killed that one made out of, I think it was just a mite, so just a gigantic mite. That's probably why I got him. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, I love you. Kiss each other on the cheeks. I need some turkeys next year, my man. Hens and gobblers. I can only imagine that we both know the art of having turkeys, yes. Next year they want anvils and plants. I don't give a shit what you want. This is a one-sided relationship. This one part of the ramp scares me. But it might just be because of this weird corner the tile is placed on. But this is also on a corner. It looks fine. I don't know. These worry me. It looks like a drop and not a smooth transition for wagons. Are you guys burrowed still? No, it's paused. Oh, that's not helping. What am I giving you? bins? Maybe a gem bin? No, the gems are for the dwarves, because we gotta give them as much shit as we can. Is this all goblets? It sure is. I may have finally traded all my villain away. Oh wait. There we go. There we go. Just 2 crates and we can begin bartering. So when I open that entrance, this will be like our first real battle with the serpents, because the last time we scared them off by just drowning them in magma. This time it's going to be for realsies. And I am a little scared, because I only have 1 military squad, effectively, so... If they get past the ballistas and the traps, we basically lose that half of the map, because we'll just lock the library doors and call it quits for a bit. Alright, humans from Durtekin are probably the ones I care more about. Well, I don't care about either of them. Oh, a bunch of whips. Make a whipping squad, that'd be kind of neat. Kind of shitty materials, though. If I could get, like, multiple iron or multiple steel whips. I could ask for whips next year, once he gives me my turkeys. Shields, helmets. Yeah, I really don't want any of this trash. Buy some sheep wool off it, I suppose. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Alright, get out. Lock the trading hatch again. A masterpiece large disc. I can't recall if that has any bearing on the quality of the trap damage. So what is everybody up to these days? You better be in the middle of building that road. What the hell happened here? He's constructing it, so it should appear in a moment. Need these ramps stripped away. These ramps stripped away too. And these ramps, my miners are busy. This goblin can kind of mine. Adequate miner. One of the doctors, let's not make him the miner. The manager, a surgeon. Yeah, that's it. Just the guys that actually know how to mine in any capacity. The ones that can mine. Another masterpiece gold sarcophagus. I like that. Oh, that reminds me. How is the hospital coming along? It's done, actually. That's nice. Some traction benches in there then. A very nice traction bench. We can start to cannibalize this place. I'm not sure if that'll rip up the floor as well, but I definitely need the furniture. So yeah, this was the traction bench, like recovery ward. These were operating theaters. These were suites, like 4 beds each with a chair in between. This was like a waiting room, which serves no purpose. It's just going to be chairs and someone's desk, which would probably they would perform surgery on that table because it's a table. And this is the diagnostician's office. This is the chief medical dwarf's office, and this is the chief medical dwarf's bedroom. This is a storage closet for medical supplies. This is a well. That's it. There's some diorite that needs to be moved out of the way. The 80 gold statues have been constructed. The coffins go in the middle. It's a dog, a dwarf. A lot of dwarf statues. I think it's because we spent a lot of our history entombed. That's a pig, though. These are just for aesthetics. The statue next to the tomb only really matters for noblemen who apparently are terrified to come live in Edithel. Ever since that one baron marched out into battle. I think he was just actually out for a stroll. The gold statues are also conveniently the closest, so I could get away with closest material, but I'm not going to risk it. In this case I will, because they're definitely closer. And that'll take a bit to get it filled in, but there's some more. Yeah, it's weird that these are all assigned to people. I hope these aren't assigned to people that died and we slab them instead of burying them, because then my cemetery is going to be fucking massive. I don't like that at all. There's our summer migrants. Oh no! They come from different places at different times of the year. That's awful news. That is awful fucking news. This is up on minus 36? That's not too bad, actually. The entrance tunnel's up on 31. And I think I can actually tunnel right over to 36. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. That's an easy road. Because they're there on 36. So we'll just do this. It's the summer highway. It goes right there. That's awesome. I'll put a little bend in it just so it lines up better. Why did I do it like that? It doesn't need this extra little bulge here. Alright, then that's the summer highway for the summer migrants. Wait, where's the fucking stairs? Yeah, this one makes no sense. Dug this by accident. Oh no. Hardly a catastrophe, but one of these serves a purpose. Bit of digging to be done. I'm a little tempted to just make a bunch of miners, but actually will, since we have so many spare migrants. We're just looking for nobody job, maybe people near the bottom. Like this wax worker, soap maker, gelder, tanner. One more, another wax worker. There we go, that's a pretty big mining core. Is this road done? The road is done. These ramps removed? They're almost removed. Petition. Is this a permanent citizen? No. Just another fucking performance troop. Game's been running so slow. The last couple performance troops on hand probably haven't had their 5 years yet. I think it's a 2 or 5 year probation, then they're allowed to become a full-blown citizen. So you guys are working on this, and then we'll get you the spring highway. I'm actually going to hold off on this highway. We'll finish this highway, but I won't actually lay out the other highways until the caravan comes in autumn, because like I said, I'm not sure where our homeland caravan comes from. Because he'll need 3. He needs a 3-wide highway. That's the whole point of these roads we're building. I think it's pretty classy shit, though. Especially because building destroyers are broken. If we can just like line the roads with gold statues, that'll be incredibly decadent, but because they're heavy. Nothing wrong with statues in your fortress. Dragging them up 50 or 60 floors to the surfaces. Yeah. 29. We live at minus 37. That's about 60 floors. Finished the hospital. I'm really glad about that. Yeah, I don't think I can do it like that. I think I have to paint them one by one. What the fuck is that a statue of? I'll look at that in a moment. Hold on here. What is this? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, hotkey I'm missing here. Try, nope, not that. Z. There's not a hotkey to draw to. Want to make sure these are all people tombs too, so we'll have to go back. You know what I'm going to do because it's bugging me? Is we are going to look at one of these empty coffins and make sure it's not assigned to someone that we already slabbed up, because that's a huge waste. And that's pretty much going to push me over the edge on not doing the slabs anymore. I like the slab graveyards because you don't have to worry about the bodies, but not if it breaks the actual coffins and you're double dipping on burials. Except I have to go to the bathroom in a moment, too. This is the tomb of Uvash Sodalkin. And let me just look up at slabs. I didn't see one. But I don't know where the body is, then. I can't believe we'll let me search this for E-Dash, so okay. Like, M.E. is a fucking memorial. What is this? Skimming through a couple hundred slabs of dwarvish names should be easy for my English brain. Udash Sodalkin is who we're trying to catch. Preferably this name isn't here, so. It's not even alphabetized. Udash Sodalkin. Oh no, it is. Fuck. They're assigning tombs to people that we can't even find the body for. People only, because I saw this. That's the named turkey. He has his own tomb. Fuck. Person, no. Person. Right, our funeral industry is a huge problem, apparently. We're assigning tombs to people that we've already thrown into the volcano, and that means we're going to need like 200 coffins. That also means the slab graveyard was ultimately pointless. Fuck. And we can't expand this. We can dig it up, basically. That's about it. If we dig down, we'll hit the caverns. So it has to be a cemetery tower. Which is fine, like, it's more the part where I have to build 200 coffins when we really only need like 100, but they're gonna keep assigning tombs to people we fucking put in this. God damn it. If you're just assigning tombs to the slabbies, then new corpses are gonna become ghosts. We're right back where we started. What is this? I'm gonna read this and then go to the bathroom. This is a statue of a rhinoceros man. It's a well-designed image of a rhinoceros man. There are rhinoceros people on this fucking planet. I'm stuck fighting serpent people. What a world. Maybe our surface town will have to fight the rhino men. Alright. Nothing's on fire. I'm going to step away to go to the bathroom here while I lament the fact that we have to just expand our cemetery massively now. What's this? Is it autumn? Are they here? Ah, the caravan from Rizislam. Perfect timing. Oh my god, they're taking the fucking road. There might be a wagon if they took the road. Holy shit. Alright, there's the other one. Caravan from Zolbanero. They are doing their own thing. Ah, but they are also near a highway. I'm not as worried about Zolbanero, but I'm very happy that my homeland took the highway. They did not bring a wagon again, though. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I think the because we have it on time stream, is the elves don't know it's time to leave. Get the fuck out of my town. Alright, remember, the dwarves get everything. They're eligible for gems. That's all the gold goblets, although I do have a lot of gold goblets, but gold goblets are pretty fucking heavy for those poor guys. If I see a wagon, I'm giving them the gold goblets. We're gonna downgrade ourselves to stone goblets, because I have too many of them, and they're fucking heavy. Those are uncut gems. There's some billin waiting for them. Some more billin. I think they'll be hard-pressed to carry that all out, so... Yeah, no wagons still. That's really hurting my economy. The outpost liaison is on his way. An abbot necromancer. Well, I guess, you know. In a world... where necromancy is common, you can make it your religion. Wild Force of Darkness has arrived. Fellas, it's not a good time. Not done the entrance yet because of the Serpent Man situation I find myself in. You can only make a road so long in one go, by the way. If you remember that from when I was building my underground tunnel to get under the ocean. This is orthoclase. I need 16 orthoclase. You can cover a lot of ground with a road, which is what I like, but I think roads are kind of ugly, so you don't want to do that in your fortress. Like, look at how big this is, and that's only 16 boulders. It'd be even less if it, well, it wouldn't be less if it was blocked, but you get more blocks from a boulder, and blocks are lighter, so I think building paved roads out of blocks is probably super efficient up on the surface. A thing to know for our above ground town, but I just said that I think they find paved roads ugly. Alright. There's a vile force of darkness to be worried about. Let's look at paved roads. Paved roads can be constructed. Roads are permanent and they use less material than paving the space with floors, yet a paved road is a building, not a construction. To avoid the hassle, place a stockpile. Paved roads can't be built over water, so we'd have to go floor. You can pave over the floor. Or a bridge. Building with stone blocks instead of natural stone results in smooth paved roads and rough paved roads. Okay. Nope, it looks like maybe they don't hate roads. Okay. It's gonna be another vile force of darkness. Just shitty archer goblins again. Well, those are serpent invaders. What are the goblin invaders? Now, we're going to have to deal. The one thing I kind of like about this is those goblins have to go through. Nope, I fucked myself again, didn't I? I was like, they have to go through the merchants and their guards, but no, I have people tending to the highway construction, so a bunch of my dwarves are on say, let's discuss your situation. I've come empowered to elevate the slay in the eyes of your realm. It's going to make it a county again, which I'll immediately lose because I have no count. That really sucks. I think that's the reason we're not getting wagons. I like the sheep, but I'm worried the sheep don't have enough grass down there anymore. So we'll keep our sheep population where it is, but I would love some turkeys. Ah, fuck it. I'll just ask for both. He'll probably bring it all. Next year he wants leather. Too fucking bad. Yeah, they're all going to the surface. You fucking rascals, get inside. You buddy. A lot of snatchers, but I need everybody. I need everybody to retreat. Probably my whole fucking mining core is in danger. The snatchers just scare people, we'll worry about them later. It's the actual goblin soldiers that have to go. How dare you? I see you running out. There's a burrow order pending, you little shit. Gotta go pick up this rock. There's one. I don't actually know where the rest of them are. I'm sure they'll sort itself out. There they are. They're afraid to go down for some reason. Maybe they know they have to start grouping up. They're making really good time. The civilians just need to hide behind the merchant guards. They didn't. That fills me with sorrow. Unless that's a guard. Yeah, hi, you're not in the fucking army. What are you doing? Going for a walk with your cats? Stupid dwarven babies. Woodcutter? Bet you bozos aren't in the burrow assignments. They're not. The time stream was making it a little sluggish, so when I set the burrow, a bunch of people didn't go in. Well, that's a shame. Might be some pretty gross casualties on this one. Okay. Martial trance, huh? That just means they're fighting a lot of things all at once. Sorry, alone. That is a lot of fucking body parts. It is just a goblin blender up there. Like, the army's really strong. It's just the fucking civilians get caught out. That's when the problems start. Siege is over. Good work, fellas. I mean, they'll chase them out into the sunset for a little bit, but... Looks like another dwarf got laid low. Hopefully just a guard or a visitor. Grim as that sounds. Can't keep losing citizens. I guess I never did actually trade with those merchants yet, did I? He cannot access the depot. What? Where is he? He's praying. Oh, the burrow's on. That's why. There we go. Now he can. So see, in this instance, we would have closed the merchant gate. And then the goblins would have had to go through the saw blade tunnel. Why is this guy locked? Why is this locked? There's just always extra parts showing up. Yeah, the mouse feels a little sluggish on time stream. But it did warn me not to do it. Christ. A lot of dwarf body parts. But, like I said, my luck. Whenever I have dwarves up on the surface is when the siege shows up. We're at 11 FPS now. I'm very concerned about our frame rate. Tell you what I can do, though, is we have that one where it's fixed dead, right? There's only 49 actually clogging up the death list. Where's the autumn migrants show up? They show up here with the one caravan. That's interesting. How was I digging there? Gold, maybe? The auto migrants might have to walk for a little bit, because it's just in an awkward spot between two highways, and I don't want to give them a little offshoot, because I'm a little greedy like that. This one should be getting constructed shortly, though. Resume. Where's this fucking boulder come from? How is this miasma? That's open air. It's on the same Z level as the fucking sun. My god. What a fucking mess. But if you don't auto forbid death items and people just charge out in a siege and you got a whole other fucking thing of that's what was causing people running down to the deep cavern. So that's why I lock death items. This is all mined out though, which is good. So there's the summer highway. And I'm not actually sure if they'll use the summer highway. It might be quicker for them to cut across the top of the mountain maybe. But it'll look nice. We'll know it was the right choice. Yeah, I'm still a little hazy about FPS stuff and how to avoid it. I might have to read about it some more for next time. We're up to 7 grumps. We're up to 110 dwarves, which is great. Just in time for them all to die in another serpent war. I think this one will go a lot better than the last one. Petition. The Coven of Blossoms needs a temple complex. I swore that one of my temples was the Coven of Blossoms, and they just got robbed. Vigorous Communion. Coven of Blossoms is the one that we're looking at. This is the Coven of Blossoms. So they have a holy skirt, but they're missing an artifact. Cause no, you've got the glory hole artifact. What the hell? It's a temple. Agreed to build a temple complex. Which maybe it is. It's only worth 2,500 out of 10,000. That doesn't seem right to me. I think I have a legendary chair I can put here or something. No, I don't. Maybe, statues are a very dangerous game to play, but maybe. If we have a masterpiece, I might risk it. I do. I have a masterpiece orthoclase, though. I think masterpiece isn't as nice as an artifact, so it'll be a little tricky. What do I have that's an artifact? I swore I had artifact shit. I can put a diorite bed. Maybe. There's also a chance that maybe if we incorporate the, let's do this. We might be able to boost it with some engravings, because we have master, well not master here, because we have some pretty competent engravers now on staff. And we can also rip this up and engrave the floors if we really need to. How'd that do? We did it. 15,000. Recognize a high priest. First bewilderment of the Coven of Blossoms. Which is just, there's a bed there. For whatever reason. That could be a problem if I remove that bed. It needs to be worth 10,000. So if I can get 10,000 in engravings, then we can uninstall the bed and use it somewhere else, right? Yes, 10,000 for Temple Complex. Army's training. They're good goblin choppers, that's for sure. Hard part's just getting them there in time. 110 people. Plenty of dumping work to be done. Not a lot of people jacking off in the library, which I suppose is good. Nice Eurodate society I have. Bet you I have a couple glass disc traps pending. Only 50, actually. We're not up to the 90. get pretty much all the way around the corner to here, and then all the way to the barracks entrance here, and that should shred a lot of things. What's wrong with it? Oh, working on it still okay. That road built. I still haven't, no one showed up at the depot yet to trade. It's late autumn. I think we have time still. Time stream definitely fucks up the merchants. I think the elf merchant's still there. I may have dilly-dallied too much, though. Hurry it up, please. Here he comes. I see him. Yeah, the humans are still here. Sorry, the elves left in the spring. Actually, I don't think the elves showed up this year, did they? Well, fuck them. Resislum. Actually brought enough cages, he might be able to take everything from me this year. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of work ahead of us next year. We actually managed to give them all the shit. 36,000. I suppose I should make sure you've got anything else that interests me. Some fish. You know, I live near all these lakes. I don't have a fishing industry, but food isn't a huge problem normally, and fish can be a little tricky. That's good, though. Trade. I'd be ecstatic, too. No trader requested. Get those sheep moved over to the pasture. Pray they're not starving themselves to death. And then I think the highways are all dug out, because if they are, we can start to carve out more cemetery space. Looks carved out to me. Looks good here, too. Let's place roads everywhere we can. This is going to take forever, but most projects do. Oh, because it can't go over a hole, we have to build a floor first. We just read about that in the wiki. Going through clays. Just queue it all up. Get it out of the way, you know? If I had a time machine, definitely would have gone and, a new Forgotten Beast, an enormous one-eyed kestrel. It has 2 stubby tails, and it has a bloated body. Beware, it's poisonous gas. I'll beware in just a moment once we get some more highway placed. Might actually not have enough orthoclase to finish all these highways. That'd be something. But I also haven't been going out of my way to dig up orthoclase, so this is great for dealing with a surplus. But I think once it's installed, it's not helping. It might still be tracked as an entity. Please. There we go. So we got some meandering highways that cut through our territory. I am very disappointed in myself that I made this little zigzaggy one. I'm an idiot, but it works. Alright, so who's our friend? Minus 92, not my fucking problem. Holy shit. The Forgotten Beast is fighting another Forgotten Beast. This is my problem now. Looks like one already won. That was quick. Oh, maybe they're fighting on different Z levels. They are. They're right on top of each other. So this is the giant turtle, and he's fighting a giant, I forget what you are already. Giant bird. Right? Kestrel's a bird, yeah. So they're just brawling down there. One breeds poison, the other one doesn't give a fuck. The one-eyed sauropod is an enormous shell. And his blood is dangerous. Well, they're just clashing the titans down there, and not my fucking problem. I closed the hatch. I think we're out of wood. Yeah. And while we did go through all this trouble for the mushroom forest, that's for like keeping the fortress alive. For very greedy industrial projects, we can clear cut the forest here at the entrance. It actually has a lot of fucking trees. Didn't think it's been that long since the last time we were up here. Yeah, so that's an interesting quirk, is the dwarves benefit from time stream, but the merchants don't know to leave. These guys might actually just stay here all winter. They might block next year's caravan. $11 FPS. Oh my god. As much as I enjoy Edithel, I don't think Edithel is that successful, but the game should be running at 11 FPS for us now. I did say I was going to engrave the barracks. There's a way to erase from it, though. There it is. Damn it. So yeah, this is getting very sluggish. Stop that. There we go. Except I need 4 steel doors. Yeah, I can't even like right click to dismiss something. I have to double or triple click it. Oh, 10 FPS. We're gonna hit single digits today. I blame these assholes. So I'm very excited to let them loose on Blade Hallway. Nah, the humans are leaving soon, midwinter. It's about time to wrap up, too. So yeah, I have to figure out how to tidy up our FPS a little more effectively. Because apparently it's not, like, pathfinding isn't a huge thing, so I don't think it's this hallway, even though a lot of people love this hallway. I don't think it's that. Might have to redesign the tavern, because I dug this out pretty cozy, unfortunately. It's another part that I'm not a huge fan of. This little opened up. There it is. We're under 10. I blame the serpent people. Because we went from like 20 to 10 today. That's a triple ambush waiting out there. They're probably perpetually pathing and the dwarves are perpetually checking if they have line of sight of them. And I don't think it's actually coming up, but I'm also not a huge fan of our Goblin Zoo. Well, there's barely any. Not even 10. Well, it's not even 20. Better go to the library and learn how to fucking count, apparently, because there was more than 10. I mean, I might have to do stuff like... I might have to start working up these marble floors. Like, maybe I too many constructed floors? But no. No, it can't be that. Like Serpent War is going to be a perfect opportunity to use the new hospital, though, once I finish it. I could also start to map out the whole cemetery, but because the mouse is so sluggish, I really don't want to do it right now on time stream. See how we're doing for gold on the topic of loading our entity list. I have 203 gold bars. Some of these are the wrong material. Actually barely had enough gold. There you go. This is just smooth, so we can get some engravings going on here as well. I'm just going to paint instead of the selection here. I kind of wish I did this earlier. It's kind of nice. And just dragging boxes everywhere. It's the temple complex. Bunch are getting suspended because there's boulders in the way. What's this? Edithel and the surrounding lands have been made a county again. The High Priest is my mayor now. I'm not sure if he was the High Priest before or if that's the vampire. It says re-elected. And this is our first year of the stream. Masterpiece mechanism. Oh, because we're probably consuming mechanisms in the Blade hallway. Looks like the Forgotten Beast is still alive down there. One of them won, I'm guessing. One defeated the other. Thank God Forgotten Beasts aren't all friends with each other. I wonder if time stream actually makes the overall simulation going low. So, even though we were at like 20 and things kind of sped up, they're actually simulating more slowly because of time stream. Maybe. I mean, it warned you not to time stream, but I think we lose time stream when I close the game, so when we come back next time, time stream will have been reset. The humans finally left. Well, at the very least, the dwarves will get out before the next batch of dwarves show up. But I'm a little concerned that if it takes them too long to leave, that might cause problems in the homeland. Who's this? Drained of blood. Christ. Really hope the mayor's not a vampire. Can you come to my meeting hall for an important meeting? Bring that juicy neck of yours, too. Well, you heard the mayor. Better go. He yelled at that guy so much his blood fell out. Definitely not a vampire, though. That's just our mayor. I mean, it could be the sheep. Like, I have a lot of sheep, especially a lot of baby sheep that don't fucking do anything. So here's what we'll do. So I will build a little copper cage here. That's where we'll put all the babies. Spring has arrived. That's kind of nice that the merchants were visiting me the whole winter. I don't know, maybe that's like more thematic, that they weather out the storm here and then they head out once the snow thaws. You know what? I'll take a couple guys dead to a vampire over 20 guys dead to a serpent invasion every fucking 2 seconds. The mystery vampire is just a little quirk of living in Edithel right now. Temple's mostly done. Well, we're low on gold, so what kind of chairs would I put in the temple? Not marble, because we're low on marble, too. I need something, a nice, like, decadent white-looking thing to go with the gold. Not obsidian. Oh, as much as I did enjoy the contrast in the tower, I don't like the obsidian. Could go with wood, but it'd need to be something we have a lot of, a wood kind of... An elven caravan showed up. We don't really... I feel bad for the elven caravans, they just have nothing of value. Deny. I think my bookkeeper's in the army. Maybe it's his training regimen. Tell you what I'm going to do, actually, is we're going to crack this open, because I just want to see if we can get the serpents into the blade hallway. I think it's too many. I think they'll actually break through and threaten the whole fortress, but... We'll do a save, and if it works, we'll end the stream there, and if it doesn't work, we'll not save it again. It's about time for me to be moving on. Time stream helped us get things done in the fortress, but it definitely fucked up the flow of time for the merchants. And I think it may have also sped up our sieges coming in, because I think we got 2 or 3 sieges today, which is quite a few for one stream. Widen this hallway up, although I don't think it's a pathing issue. There's that cage. I need all the dogs, baby sheep. If I really wanted to, I could also probably kill the dude lambs, because they're not going to do anything of value. Put a random horse in there too. Probably take a while for us to jam those 100 things in that little cage. But Forgotten Beast is just having crundles for lunch. Piece of maybe they're not filling. Maybe crundles are mostly bone. Yeah, how many? That's not a lot, but we could probably figure out a way to kill these goblins soon. There's not even that many out there. I think the Forgotten Beast got a few before they dropped him. I'd love to do Fireball in the Ballistas, but... Oh, whoops, I forgot to set that stockpile back up. Oh, because there's no room for it, right. So that would be... It's not the best place for them to go with the ballista bolts, is it? Oh, don't do that, don't do that. Fuck, where am I gonna put the ammo for these guys? It's gotta be back here. And then we'd cap this off for their security. So yeah, here needs to be a wall. Look at that frame rate just nosedive down. 20, 15, 10. Only one, so we need another 2 for the final ballista. You go ready to fire, and then once the people are on it, lock the door. Did I finish those 4 steel doors? How the fuck did I get 19th? When did this happen? Oops. I don't even remember doing that. Oh, I think the hospital had steel doors, was maybe the plan, so it looked sterile. These guys just need a door. Here? Yeah, that's right. And then it holds. Ballista arrowheads. And ballista arrows. Where's the actual ballista arrows? Am I blind? Ballista parts? Maybe it's ammo? I don't think so. No, it doesn't go there yet. Siege ammo should be here, but I don't see it. Oh, siege ammo fully constructed. That makes sense. Which is weird, because siege ammo is bolts or rocks. So I don't know why they did that. Fortunately, the ballista arrows cannot go in bins. That's real bad. Because that's only a few shots each. In a major siege. Another vile force of darkness. Well, this time, no one should be on the surface. I'm sure everyone's in it this time, by the way. And I think I actually see a decent amount of them, so I can just throw the army at you. This time it'll work. They actually show up right at the highway, so they'll cut through a little bit more quickly. But again, we don't fight them on the surface anymore. We want to fight them down in the caverns with the ballistas. Would almost be interesting to open the top first and see if the serpent men escape at the surface, but they won't leave the map. They'll just harass my migrants, so that's a bad idea. Fucking snatchers. I think I gave a big enough order. The dwarves should kill any goblins they bump into and force the siege to be lifted. And just natural alerts. I really wish I could delete that lower cavern, because just the Forgotten Beasts and the Crundles are causing so much trouble down there with the FPS, I'm sure. And they're not contributing to the story of the fort. I'll foolishly not even watch. I'm sure that's a great idea. Seeing a lot of goblin body parts. Yep, siege lifted. Good work, fellas. They all died above ground, too, so it's not my problem when it rots away. Assuming these guys can drag themselves down to the hospital. I don't know if one of you guys is wounded. A little fucked up. I'm a little concerned they're not reporting back home. Hey, some of this highway got built. Decent amount of it. Now, how the fuck do I destroy a boulder? It is right in the way. Maybe I can channel the boulder and it'll fall into nothingness. That's a slope. That's why the road didn't get built there. How's this part of the highway coming? Actually built this part first. That's interesting. Are you building this right now? Oh! Pause that burrow. That's why they probably came off duty and they didn't know where to go. Oh, they're all gone now. Perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of shit there. There's the merchants finally leaving. Fucking just teeth everywhere. Army made short work of that siege, though. Quite the splatter pattern, though. The original hospital is still intact. So, yeah, next time, hopefully we can tidy up the FPS a little bit. We'll begin to migrate the hospital to the new Serpent War Veteran Memorial Hospital. Cavern will be finished. Sorry, the temple will be finished. Made zero progress on the new dining hall, just like I expected. Just, it's hard to get engineering projects done with this frame rate. I would love to get that goddamn third ballista, because I don't even have good ballista operators yet, so it's anyone's guess. But I said I wanted to see what would happen with the blade hallway, so we're going to make a new save, Part 3. We're going to crack open that tunnel entrance. Let the serpent men stream in and see how many free kills we can slice up. We'll station you guys in the library. Just in case they do get through. Then that probably take them a while to work their way over there and actually dig through, but we'll see. It's a little concerning that my mayor is also high priest. I don't know how I feel about Edithel becoming a theocracy. Prepare to fire. It's got one arrow loaded because no one's filled up the stockpile with the other arrows, where the fuck they are. I mean, there you go, it's open. I think the serpent men aren't going to do anything till we walk into that water, though, but I've got just the trick for that. I'll be very, very pleased if those saw blades just shred the entire ambush. I think once we get it filled all the way, it'll shred most things. Probably Forgotten Beast will survive it, because I think, like I said, Forgotten Beast might not even trigger the weapon trap. I'm not sure if you can be immune to a weapon trap. Oh, she's ready. We're gonna get one shot. Oh, that's the last piece. We can make the final ballista. Unfortunately, I think they made that after the save, so. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Can I not fucking count? Where was the other masterpiece? I thought there was... Well, shit. Still, getting closer. I swore there was a 9th masterpiece part, though. Where the fuck did it go? The one... So, my army might be strong enough to actually win this. Like, statistically, their skills might be so high. So I'm actually going to update this station. That's terrifying. That took like 10 fucking clicks to select the 10 colors. A station out there, that should get you close enough to wake up the Serpent Men. And, you guys have pretty good skills. So if you can get out there in a blob, you might win. And then if you're routed, we still have the saw blades to protect us. Here they come. I think one dwarf just dove face first into the lake. Yes, he did. I don't know if they dragged him under or what. I don't know if those guys are retreating to the hospital or what. I mean, it looks like we can give a Serpent Man a run for his money. I'm sure we suffered some grievous wounds, but I don't think anybody actually died, except for the guy that fell into the water, like he got fucking suplexed in by a Serpent Man. And then there's a few over there, which is a little concerning. So we would station ourselves over here to spook them. Yeah, I think an Axe Lord can probably handle quite a few Serpent Men at once. See if he grabs a few here. There they are. Yeah, he got really fucking swarmed. How we doing here, man? Health, wounds. He's got an artery on his foot torn up. Those Serpentmen love going for the tootsies. Are they okay? Did we win again? Man, built this fucking Rube Goldberg machine of an entrance, and my Axe Lords are just chopping their way through. Flooded ride station over here now. Oh wait, what's this? Shore ass log is the new leader. Looks like the squad leader died. Whatever. We'll just merge him into the first squad. Which kills off the second squad, but that lets me give them orders again. So now they should follow the station order. No? You okay there, Chan? There they go. Come here, you little squirts. I'd say that I think we are starting to lose some dudes, but at least one. That's probably the one that fell in the lake. Wasn't exactly a massacre. I mean, it was a massacre for them. Serpentmen got the shit kicked out of them. Yeah, Axe Lord's not to be trifled with, apparently. I mean, I knew that, and oh god. Someone's going for a fucking swim again. Not that the dwarves can swim at all, but you'd probably want ramps here. Well, orders canceled. Go home unless you fell in. We won't be pursuing this one because we were just dicking around and got a bunch of our soldiers killed. Did you immediately stop training and drop your clothes on the ground like an asshole? We killed a lot. But there's still a lot more out there. That guy is still fighting as he's drowning. He's having trouble breathing, but other than that, is he an Axe Lord? The High Master Axe Lord, yeah, he's fucking pretty good. It's a real shame to lose him to drowning, but dwarves are famous for not being able to swim. But yeah, I want those Serpentmen to technically win, because I want to see if they charge in through bad guy tunnel. Alright, I'm closing the Trader's Gate to force everybody to use the Buzzsaw tunnel. Is that Trader Gate? That is Trader's Gate. Pull the lever. Yeah, there's just people out there. That's a shame. He has taken a long time to drown, I'll give him that. We might actually be able to save him if we give him a little escape ramp. I don't really trust the mining core to get there quickly, but that probably would have been the best way to prepare that fighting space prematurely, is to send a miner out at the same time. Looks like he finally drowned. Or he managed to claw his way out, maybe climb a tree and jump off. Because that could be possible. He could swim over here, climb up this mushroom tree, and then jump off. Diplomacy with the humans, I don't really care because we're about to wrap it up. Well, I unfortunately got no closure on if the saw blade is going to work. These should be ramps though, right? Yeah, these are ramps, so you need to swim and climb to get up, but with the ramp, a dwarf can just flop over and walk up. Oh, hello? Are you a bad guy, or you're just a visitor? People love coming to my tavern. Yeah, damn, zero closure. Zero closure on Saw Blade Tunnel. But I guess we'll wrap it up there, because I said that's all we were going to do. So thanks for coming out to watch another adventure in the world of Edithel. Our main enemy now is the FPS death. I think our soldiers are able to fight Serpent Man, at least one-on-one. Deadliest enemy is just falling in the lake when we're fighting them off. And I think the saw blades will give us a lot of passive defense. Also, there is a shitload of people in this tavern now that I actually look at them all. But yeah, unfortunately the game is running at 10 FPS, which terrifies me. But that's a problem for next time. And I will see you next time with more Edithel. So until then, thanks for watching.